Is it possible to build a food deck utilizing the pizza cards from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Well, there's only one way to find out. Okay, my fire friends, here we go, jumping right into the gameplay and showing you what we're going to be playing with before we even talk about it. So let's see here. Okay, we got a goose, and we got a lot of pizza and some anvils to see if we can make those pizza food tokens work. Okay, it is a little bit janky, but maybe, just maybe, we can make this all work out. Better kill the goose to get started. Can I get a honk-honk? Alright, looks like they're going to be milling us. Well, that actually might be in our favor if they can just mill a couple of our cats. Opponents, we know where to run. A little annoying, but not the worst. There's other ways of getting through it. So first off, we'll play our Copperline Gorge. This is actually only awkward because we can't really utilize our own pizza for a second. Okay, opponent, swinging away still. But they're not doing heavy damage to us, so we have time. Hopefully. We'll play here Oni called Anvil.
A few moments later.
Wow, we actually bounced away our own food there, but that's okay. What our opponent doesn't know is we have plenty of ways of building up new artifact food tokens. Oh, okay. Equal we have. Okay, another land. They're still swinging at us. Okay, opponents. Anything else yet? Alright, so this is now our chance to actually fight back. Spicy oatmeal pizza. Feel the heat, opponents.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Ooh, raise the forward. Okay. Well, fine. They mill us just a little bit there. Not a huge amount. Take 3, of course, to ourselves, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Sacrifice our own pizza. We can make a token and get some of that life back. Okay. Another land. 3 in hand, with 1 that they can use. Let's play Oni Hill. Play Omni Cheese Pizza. Get the card off of that. Got another Deadly Dispute, that's not too bad. River's Overlook. Trying to also rebuild our life. Let's get out another Swamp. Swing away with our little token here. Come on, token. Sacrifice our one and only pizza here. We can make some tokens off of that, so... Okay, goes back. Taking away all of our stuff here. Okay. I'm still swinging away. Guess we're gonna go with the go wide token strategy here. So be it. Alright, so with that, sacrifice immediately to get that value from our anvils. Get some more constructs. Draw some more cards. Ooh, and we also got the witch's oven. Beautiful. Okay, so now we have another way to generate value. Nowhere to run. Okay. On it. What you getting? Alright, so from there, I guess we might as well do this now. Not ideal, but might as well get the value back. 2 more cards. Okay, nice. And just for good measure, we can get down 1 more Gilded Goose from that last treasure. On it, you have 1 card in hand. Not sure what it is, but at least now we can still make what we have work. Put down our last mountain. Get in for 3. Alright, we're closing the gap. Oh, they cash in already? Wow. Not that much value out of it, though. Only just a couple of little gooses. Or is it geese? I think it's geese. Swinging here. Blocking here. Sacking away our other Gilded Goose here. No damage, of course. Okay, got another Deadly Dispute, so let's just use that here now. Get some more value. Make more tokens. Draw some cards. There we go, everyone. That's what we came here for. So we got the Cat Oven. And, aw, opponent! We were just gonna put down our pizza there. You didn't want to join our pizza party? Okay, it's fine. Now you're probably wondering, what the heck did you just watch right now? Really quick, I'm just going to kind of go over this one because this is just meant to be a really fun one for all of you to build together. In other words, as you saw right here, on each one of our part of the mana curve here, we're going to throw together one of the food cards that's a pizza themed card from Ninja Turtles. Guac and Marshmallow Pizza, as you saw, was meant for Pump. We have Omni Cheese Pizza for our card draw. Spicy Oatmeal Pizza can either be burned to the face or even just to a creature. Granted, you will burn yourself in the process, but that's okay. And then finally, for our big removal on the top end here is going to be Anchovy and Banana Pizza, which sounds absolutely disgusting, by the way. But hey, it is the Ninja Turtles, so they pretty much kind of eat any kind of pizza. Otherwise, as you kind of also saw from the footage there, our sack fodder and helping us just make sure we can slowly ping away at our opponent while we amount all this pizza. It's going to be utilizing, of course, the tried and true tag team champions, Cauldron Familiar and Mayhem Devil. Every time the Cauldron Familiar gets sacked with food, brings it back from the graveyard, back to the battlefield, pinging our opponent, along with Mayhem Devil, which can, of course, ping away at any target anytime any player sacrifices a permanent. To make sure we can just keep that going consistently, even if we don't have a pizza to utilize it for sack fodder, we'll throw in Witch's Oven, which can be kind of like your cute little pizza oven for the deck, and Oni Cult Anvil here. Every time we do sack one of our pizza tokens, we can then utilize this to make constructs, which can help us again just churn out more and more value. Beyond that, of course, we'll have a little bit of light card draws you saw earlier with Deadly Disputer, sacrificing either an artifact or a creature to just draw some cards, make some treasures so we can pay for our pizzas, if you will, with the deck. And then finally, as one of our catch-all options for us to help us ramp, we have Gilded Goose here to can utilize the foods to make some mana or just create food whenever we need to. The rest of the deck, as you kind of saw already here, is just, again, going to be on a budget still, because we're going to be utilizing here some swamps, mountains, and forests. We'll be utilizing the fast lands because pizza is a fast food, so we got to throw that in there for flavor purposes. If you do like this deck, and actually you do want to play it in best of 3, where my recommendations for the sideboard will be a bunch of duresses here for those control and combo decks out there, experimental confectionery if you do want to throw in some dessert, if you will, by sacrificing foods. You can make some rat tokens that can help us go wide. We have litho breaking here, which can make a lander token and also use it as a light level wrath to just burn out the table here. Spider food can destroy an artifact, enchantment, or a creature and make some more food for us. Savvy hunter here, when you sacrifice some extra foods, use it for card draw. And then finally, at the top end of the curve, while you probably won't get this very often if you throw it out there, Pizza Face Gastromancer here. One of the cute little cards here where anytime if a permanent leaves the battlefield under our control, start making some food into mutant creature tokens by putting +1/+1 counters on them, or even if you have a couple of constructs, you can still put those counters on them just the same. If you need to at the very end, sacrifice Pizza Face if you just need to get a huge amount of life gain, 15 life in total. Now if you think this deck looks janky, you're right. It actually is a very janky deck, and it's super duper casual. I wanted to put together literally a pizza themed deck, and while we were able to achieve that today with this gameplay footage, it is definitely far from optimized. Be aware that, however, these cards can still work together, but you're going to have a lot of clunky plays. And realistically, if you want to make this more optimized, you probably could trim down to maybe half of the pizzas that we're actually using in the deck. But the reason why we were able to make this work despite how bad it looks is mostly because we can rely on the tried and true methods of the past with those Cauldron Familiars, the Witch's Oven, the Mayhem Devil for pinging, and Oni Cult Anvil to supplement all that. Having said that, however, if you are a fan of these kinds of goofy kinds of decks, let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to see me put together some more jank themed decks in the future. Now that I have that out of the way, let's go ahead, let's get a couple more games in before we end this video. But before we continue, if you do like any of the content that I do, please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you watch the content. You can support me monthly for a small amount on Patreon, where I have all of my extended bonus footage posted. We also have a Redbubble spot where you can buy merch like stickers and shirts, or for free, all you can just do also is just join our growing community on Discord. Your support helps keep this channel going. All links are in the details below. Okay, my fire friends, here we go. This still looks good. We have a cute little engine here. Okay, so we don't want to give away too much from our opponent here, but we will throw out the Witch's Oven. If you haven't again seen this, this is so annoyingly fun. You'll see what I mean in a second. Let's put down our Cauldron Familiar. Meow meow. And we go from here. Keep the other cat in our hand just in case. So, this is of course where you can see, if you haven't seen this silly little combo from the first Eldraine, you'll see why a lot of people hated it back in its heyday. But it is going to work for us here. We're going to give it a little bit of new life, as you can kind of see from these other cards here. We'll talk about that in a bit, though. Ping away. Okay, a goose that we can't use yet, but that's okay. So here's how we do this. We'll wait it out for a smidge here. So they're mono blue. We have a goose that technically we actually can use in just a bit, but it kind of comes down to what our opponent's going to do here. If they do nothing, we'll just keep the course here. If our opponent doesn't do anything soon, though, they will get drained out. So they're going to have to find out a plan fast. Okay, nothing yet. Oh my goodness. Nothing? Okay, well, I guess we'll try a second Witch's Oven. Can we get this greedy? Oh my goodness, we can. Oh my goodness. Okay, opponents. I mean, you're now maxing out on cards here, so I guess we're just going to have to slowly drain them out here. Not the most exciting game here, but it is working. Sometimes just this simple 2 little card combo is enough to drive any opponent insane. Opponent, nothing else? Okay. Ooh, spicy oatmeal pizza. We got a lot of pizzas here that we just can't use yet because we're not drawing into our lands. That is a little clunky, but at the same time, as you can see, literally we can hold down the whole game plan with just 2 cards. I don't know if they actually have a game plan. Definitely getting their lands. Ooh, Goldspan Dragon. Alright, so now we kind of have an idea of what they're doing here. And then we will Deadly Dispute now. This may seem a little weird, but hear me out. It's gonna work. Gotta trust the plan, everyone. We're only at 23, so we got plenty of time. You know what? We did come here for pizza, everyone. So you know what? Let's see. Does our opponent allow us to do this? Do they have a counter spell? Oh, they do. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. We do have a backup plan here, so we'll play our Gilded Goose instead. Going in with the Hong Kong. All right. So with that, we now bring back our cat still for more shenanigans. We'll pass here. Opponent is there? I hope they are. All right, they can make their treasures. Okay, Dragon's Fire. All right, so looks like our opponent is trying to get rid of some stuff. That's okay. We'll sacrifice at instant speed our goose. So literally, our goose is cooked. No! So that means that fizzles. That's fine. All we care about is just making sure we can keep doing our Cauldron of Familiar shenanigans. That is literally going to be the glue that holds this whole deck together. Okay, down to 8 opponents. Okay, and we got another cat. So we got all the cats in the world right now, but we don't need actually more cats. We actually need a little bit more on the land side. If I was to get... You know what? We'll try the Mayhem Devil. We're going to try to see if we can get a little bit more aggro here. Any more answers? I'm sure you have to have a counterspell in hand. And there it is. All right. So just Worry Disruption. Again, annoying. Not the worst, though. We could still swing with our cat just to slowly speed this up. Wait, did I say slowly speed? Isn't that kind of an oxymoron? Pop in the treasure. Come on, opponents. The suspense is killing me right now. Okay, so it's Brotherhood's in. Ooh, okay. Even if they try to blow up our ovens and our food, we have ways of still getting around even this plan. Okay, I guess we might as well just drain them out while we can. Get in all the life gain and drain while you can on the stack. We do lose now our food, which is, again, fortunate. But that's not the worst for us. Fun swings again. We'll make some more treasure. Even though they still have a lot of lands, they're not doing that much heavy damage against us. I still don't know what else they have in hand, but Omni Cheese Pizza. So do you have an answer for this, opponent? Opponent, we still have a lot of pizza we have in hand, except we just cannot cast it right now. But that's okay. That means it is waiting in the wings. At least we can draw a card off of this. Okay, opponent. Okay, Blooming Marsh. Even though it comes in tap, that's okay. Fading Hope. All right. Well, interesting choice, but all right. Not a big deal. Just recast it. They counter the cat, so be it. Actually, that kind of helps us out if they do. Goldspan Dragon number 2. Yikes! Okay, so that is a lot of lands and treasures they have. So now they have still plenty to go with here. But they have to close out the game right now. All right, so what we're going to do is we need to swing now. Down to 3. All right, so moment of truth here. Does our opponent have... They can't counterspell everything, per se. Okay, only Cult Anvil. Cat number 2. Is this it? Drain him. Down to 2. Kitty cat number 3. Oh my goodness, what a grindy game this has been. But slowly but surely, we've managed to actually beat down our opponent here. Because unless they have life gain right here on the stack, we have finally got the win. And there you go, everyone. Wow, what a grindy game that was. All right, my fire friends, here we go. Let's see what we have here. Okay. This doesn't really get us to what we want, so let's mulligan. All right. Ooh, okay. Well, this can work for us. Let's go ahead. Let's keep this back, though. So we'll do that. Mountain, Monastery Swiss here. Alright, looks like it's going to be mono red aggro with our... Oh, looks like we're playing off against Mythic player here. Alright, well, game on, opponent.
Bring it on.
Alright, Black Leaf Cliffs. Draw the Conjure Familiar. Meow meow. Verge Land. Burst Lightning. Annoying, but again, we can still get around this stuff. We can still make it work. Swiss Sphere hits us then. Looks like they do. Yeesh. A lot of damage to us, down to 14. Alright, Swamp there. So let's see. Play Swamp there. Omni Cheese Pizza. We draw another card off of that. Okay, Anchovy Pizza won't be too bad until later. Fire Brain Scheme. Alright. They're digging for more stuff to keep pumping. What'd they get? Okay. Nothing they can't use right now. I guess that works for us. Another Steam Vents. Okay. They push us down to 11. Can we get out of this? We'll sacrifice our cheese pizza here. Okay, so we're trying to stabilize here as best as we can, but it is definitely not going to be an easy task for us. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I guess we'll put down the Proving Grounds. Let's see. Deadly Dispute. We'll draw some cards. Make a treasure. We'll also play our Goose. Honk honk. Food is made. The only thing that's going to hurt us is that Screaming Nemesis. So that comes in. One's going to definitely hit here. Okay, so we'll just block the Nemesis for 3. Protect ourselves just a smidge. Still not ideal, but gotta do what we can. Gotta stem the bleeding. Cat comes back in. Okay, so from here, Swamp, Anchovy and Banana Pizza, which sounds really tasty. Take out the Nemesis. We attack as well. Get down to 16. Alright. Opponent is still trying to hit us here, but they're... I don't know if they have any more pump spells. If they do, we will be definitely dead soon. But if they don't have any pump spells, which looks like they don't, looks like we're going to try to at least, hopefully, just stall out here as best we can. Put down the Gilded Goose number 2. Honk honk again. Put down a Mountain this time. And then, let's see, Anchovy Banana Pizza. Once again, tasty. This time we'll take out the Swift Sphere. Alright, so threat down for now. So little by little, we've been trying to stabilize here as best as we can. Alright, Storm Chaser's Talent. We'll make an Otter token off of that. Is that it, opponent? Boomerang base. Okay, so looks like they're going to try to go for a big turn here.
I'm in danger!
Swift Sphere coming down again. Ugh. So for here, I guess we'll just block here and block here. Oh, come on, deck. I need our Cultured Familiar to at least get us... I need to draw something out of this. Okay, they bring back the challenge again. They hit themselves down to 15. Little by little, they are stabilizing, and they're still trying to push on us a relentless amount of power. But we will just keep trying here. Thankfully, our pizzas and other food are keeping us alive. Okay, Deadly Dispute, that's not horrible. Play the Only Cult Anvil. I think we will sacrifice one next token. Ping him down to 13. No attacks yet. Alright, pass. Challenge again. Okay. Ooh. Not good. Man, this is definitely the toughest deck to fight, of course. Alright, so... Is that it, opponents? Alright, so from here, we will sacrifice our one token there. Come on, deck. Draw some action there. Oh, poor kitty cat's gonna take damage still. Down to 7. We'll wait it out. So, oh, yes! There we go. Now we got the Witch's Oven. Okay, so from here, we just slowly gotta just outgrind them. Get out of Forest. Play the Witch's Oven. We then finally make it back with our Anchovy Pizza. Make a construct out of that. Nice. Okay, so from here, now it's just going to be the game of just outgrinding them despite how little we have still. Academic Dispute. Alright, well, that means we have to now block here. Iroh's Demonstration. Oh boy. Well, that's going to be the one that might end us here. Alright. Oop. Yep. Yeah, that's a game ender there. Even if I try to block here, I could sacrifice our artifact, or I could sacrifice here the Culture Familiar. Alright. They deal 1 point right now. see. I guess the only kill. And also has to die too. Shame. Ping him out. Big swing here from our opponent, and that is going to be it for us. Even if we sacrifice the Culture Familiar, even if we end up eating the food, we just couldn't stabilize here well enough. Alright, well, hey, we did pretty well considering that we fought against the worst matchup against us. Yeah, that wasn't even close. We tried. We honestly tried. But against someone that is actually playing an actual meta deck versus our jank, I mean, hey, this is honestly the best you could do. We came close to stabilizing there. We just were missing some of our key pieces. But you know what? That's okay. That's magic for you, everybody. That's all I have for you today. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. Later.